Hi, my name is Emily. I'll be guiding you in an all levels Vinyasa flow. As always, listen to your body. If you need to modify, slow the pace, or leave something out, feel free. We're going to get started in a standing position. So coming to the back of your mat and bringing the feet about hip width distance, and then allow the arms to be down by the sides. And just take a moment, close your eyes or soften the gaze. Feeling the feet rooted, lifting up through the front of the legs, the quads, engaging the core, lifting up through the side waist. So growing tall, soften in the shoulders. Let's bring the hands into heart center. We'll take a couple rounds of breath to center ourselves, to arrive on our mat. On your next inhale, take a deep breath in. And an open mouth exhale, sigh it out. Once again, inhale, fill up. And exhale, empty. One more time, biggest breath yet. And open mouth exhale. Seal your lips. And just begin to breathe in and out through your nose. Allow your breath to be your anchor, your guide throughout practice. Release the arms down by the sides and then blink your eyes open. Reach the arms overhead, palms face in. Relax the shoulders away from the ears and energy through the fingertips. Gentle back bend, cactus your arms, lift the chest, reaching up and back. And then reach the arms back overhead, forward fold, hinge from the hips, hands through heart center, leading with the chest, fold all the way down, hang heavy. Halfway lift, flop back, hands to the shins, ground or thighs. Breathe here. Maybe a soft bend in the knees if the hamstrings feel tight. Reach the chest forward, kiss the shoulder blades together, and lengthen your tailbone back. Gently release, fold back in. With a flat back, rise all the way back up to standing arms, sweep out and up. Palms touch at the top. And exhale, hands come into heart center. Bottom of your exhale, release the arms down. We'll flow through. Inhale, expanding up. And exhale, gentle back bend, cactus the arms, open the heart. Inhale, reach. And exhale, forward fold, dive it straight back down. Inhale, halfway lift, find length. And exhale, fold in. Last time, flat back, rise up, arms float overhead, palms touch. Exhale, hands come in through heart center. Last time, release it down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, back bend, open across the collarbone. Inhale, reach. And exhale, forward fold, hinge from the hips, fold all the way. This time, hang heavy at the bottom. And then toe heel your feet a little bit wider, more towards the edges of the mat. Start to sit the hips back like you're coming into chair, and then reach the fingertips forward. So your torso is parallel with your thighs. Send the weight back. Now start to reach the arms down and back. You can lift the hips, and then sit a little deeper, reach the fingertips forward. Let's do two more. Send it back, and then sit a little deeper. One more time, move at your pace. This time we're gonna hold here, energy through the fingertips, waking up the legs, the core for 5, 4, 3, 2. Release on 1, forward fold. Let's take ragdoll. Bend into the knees, reach for opposite elbows, And just start to rock it side to side. Allow your torso, your head, and neck to be heavy. Notice where you're holding any tension in the low back, and just let it go. Releasing the hands down, toe heel the feet so they're hip width distance. Bringing the left hand to the center of your mat or to a block and bend the left knee. Reach the right fingertips up towards the sky. You'll feel a stretch on the outside of the right leg and hip. You can stay here, or if it's in your practice, releasing the right hand to the low back or the left hip crease. Keeping the spine long, the right shoulder down and back. Release. Switch it out. Right hand roots. Bend your right knee. Left hand reaches high. This time focusing on the outside of the left leg and hip. And just take the same variation that you did on the other side. And then release. Forward fold. Start to walk the hands forward, coming into high plank position. Shoulders over wrist, pressing the heels back, making sure that the hips aren't dipping down and you're not sending the hips up. So one long line of energy. Take another round of breath here, pressing the earth away. And then drop the knees, lower all the way down to the belly. We'll come into baby cobra. Zip your legs together, hands underneath the shoulders. On your inhale, head, chest, shoulders lifts up. Breathe here. Pressing into the tops of the feet, into the thigh bones. Keep the back of your neck long. One more breath. And then slowly lower down. Press into the hands, child's pose. Send the hips back towards the heels. Toes touch, knees out wide. And then relax the forehead down. Allowing the hips to be heavy. Breathing into the back of the lungs. Take a few moments here. Just coming back to your center, your breath. Shift forward into tabletop position. Stack the shoulders over the wrist, hips over the knees. Moving through cat-cow. On the inhale, drop the belly. Roll the heart forward, gaze up. On the exhale, cat, press the earth. Round the spine, gaze towards the belly. Just a few more times. Start to establish breath and movement connection. Take one more full round. We'll return back into a neutral tabletop position. Start to extend the right toes back. And then floating the right leg up to hip height. Keep the right hip in line with the left. If you feel sturdy, reach the left fingertips forward. Taking a breath in. On your exhale, bring the elbow and the knee into center. Engage the core. On your inhale, extend back out. And on your exhale, curl in. One more time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, extend back out. This time, pause here. You can stay here working on balance, or for a quad stretch, bend the right knee. The left hand reaches back. See if you can take a hold of your foot. Maybe it happens today, maybe it doesn't. Kicking the foot into the hand. Keep your heart lifted. Now, without slingshotting forward, gently release with control. Lower the hand, lower the knee. Coming into the second side. Extend the left leg back, and then lifting it up to hip height. You can stay here, or for challenge, reach the right fingertips forward. Take a breath in. On your exhale, draw the elbow and knee into center. On your inhale, extend back out. And exhale, curl in. Keep that core connection. One more time. Inhale, reach. And exhale, curl in. Inhale, extend back out. Pause here. You can stay for balance or bend the left knee. Right hand reaches back. Take a hold of the foot for a quad stretch. You'll also feel a back bend. One more breath. And then gently release. Hand and knee come back down to the ground. Tucking the toes under. Downward facing dog. Send the hips up and back. Just take a few moments here. Start to pedal it out. Bending one knee and then the other. And then come into stillness. Allow the heels to be heavy. If the hamstrings are tight, bend the knees. It's okay if the heels don't touch the ground. Bringing the gaze towards the hands. Step or lightly hop top of your mat. Halfway lift, find length. And exhale, fold in. We'll move through our sun B, chair pose. Send the hips back. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Hold here. Weight is back in the heels. Heart is lifted. See if you can sit a little deeper. One more full breath. And then release, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And on your exhale, step the left foot back. We'll come into low lunge. Keeping the back knee lifted, crescent lunge. Rise up, stacking shoulders over hips. Bringing the hands to the hips for a moment. Drawing the right hip back and the left hip forward. When you feel sturdy, reach the arms overhead. So this first time, couple rounds of breath. Feel as if you're scissoring the inner thighs towards each other. Warrior two, spin the back heel down, open up. Deepen in the front knee, stacking the knee over the ankle, and then shoulders directly over the hips. Bringing the gaze past the front hand, find your drishti, your point of focus. Energy in the arms, shoulders soften. Finding that place between effort and ease. Flip the right palm, reverse your warrior, reach up and back. Finding length in the right side body. Sink deep into the right quad. Little weight in the back hand. One more full breath. Planting the hands down to the ground, low lunge, step the right foot back to high plank. We'll flow through our first chaturanga. Shifting forward, elbows in, lower just halfway down. On your inhale, up dog, tops of the feet on the ground. Thighs and knees lift up, making sure the shoulders are away from the ears. Send the hips up and back. Flip the toes, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and deep breath out. Once more, breath in, breath out. Reach the right leg up towards the sky. We're going to flow through the right side. Drop the right hip in line with the left. Knee to nose, shift forward to high plank, draw the knee and engage the core. Extend the right leg back up towards the sky. This time stepping it through, use that core engagement. Crescent lunge, rise up with stability, arms reach overhead. Exhale, warrior two, open up. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And exhale, flow it through. You can always skip chaturanga, so find what feels best in your body. Downward facing dog. Nice deep inhale. An audible exhale. Bring the gaze towards the hands. Step or lightly hop, top of the mat. Second side, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, send the hips back, inhale, reach up. Exhale, sit a little deeper. Take a breath in. And exhale, forward fold, release down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the right foot back, low lunge. We'll rise up, crescent lunge, hands to the hips to start out. Drawing the left hip back and right hip forward. When you're ready, arms reach overhead. Lifting up through your side waist and draw your low ribs in. Find one point of focus. Warrior two, open up, back heel spins down, deep bend in your front knee. Bringing the gaze past the front hand. Making sure that the knee tracks in line with the second toe. It's not falling in towards the right. If someone was to press down on your arms right now, they wouldn't move. See if you can soften the muscles in your face. Let go of any tension. Flip the left palm, inhale, reverse your warrior, breathe here. Lifting the left rib cage up and away from the left hip bone. Relax the left shoulder. One more breath. Plant the hands down, low lunge. Step back to high plank. Flow through. Always an option to modify like I'm doing right now. Inhale, up dog or baby cobra to modify. And exhale, downward facing dog. Find a breath in and a breath out. We'll flow through the left side. Inhale, reach your left leg high. Keep the toes pointing down. Knee to nose, shift forward, draw it in, core is strong. Inhale, extend the leg up. And on your exhale, step it through, low lunge. With control, rise up, crescent lunge. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And exhale, flow it through, high to low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in and breath out. One more breath in and breath out. Building that inner heat, that inner fire. We're going to move through one more time, adding on. So listen for the changes. Inhale your right leg high. On your exhale, knee to nose, engage your core. Inhale, send the leg high. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, leg high. Right knee, left elbow, draw to cross. Inhale, leg high. And exhale, step it through. With control, you can always slow it down. Crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And exhale, flow it through. Option, float the right foot for an added challenge. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One last side. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, leg high. Left knee to left elbow. Inhale, leg high. Left knee to right elbow, draw it across. Inhale, leg high. On your exhale, step it through. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two, open up. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, flow it through. Option, float the left foot, ekapada. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Bring the gaze towards the hands. And then step or hop top of the mat. Malasana squat, toe, heel the feet all the way to the edges of the mat. Heels in, toes out. Start to sit the hips down. Option to place a block underneath you. Bring the hands into heart center. Close the eyes or soften the gaze. Feel the opening in the hips, strengthening in the ankles. Just take a few moments, shifting your attention inward. Feel the gentle rise and fall of your breath. Keeping your heart lifted and your shoulders soft. Release the hands down. Lift the hips. Toe, heel the feet together. We have one standing, balancing posture with a flat back rise all the way up to standing. Arms overhead. And exhale, hands into heart center. Pause here. Return to your breath. Feel grounded. Let's take a deep inhale. And a cleansing exhale. We'll move into dancer's pose, bringing the weight into your left foot. Right elbow to the right hip, palm facing up. Start to bend the right knee. And then reaching the hand to the inside, the big toe side of your foot. And then reaching the left hand up towards the sky. Now you can stay here working on balance. This is a great place to be. If you want a little bit more, start to kick the foot into the hand. The kick drives the torso forward. Finding an equal kick and an equal reach. Keeping the right hip down, the heart lifted. Finding that one point of focus, directing all of your energy there. Keep kicking for 3, for 2, and 1. Come back out the way that you came in with control. Arms down by the sides, feet together. Take a moment here. Breath in and breath out. Once more, breath in and breath out. One more side, let go of any expectations. Root down through the right foot. Left elbow to left hip, palm facing up. Bend the left knee. Take a hold of the inside, the big toe side of the foot. So your thumb is pointing up. Right hand starts to reach up towards the sky. See how this feels. Find that stability before moving on. When you're ready, kick the foot into the hand. Remember, the kick drives the pose. This is a bit of a back bend It's a balance. There's a lot going on, so it takes time, it takes practice and focus. Keep kicking, keep reaching. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Slowly come back up. Arms down by the sides, feet together. Close the eyes or soften the gaze. Just take a moment here. Come back to your breath. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. And we'll forward fold, hinge from the hips, dive down. So we'll come into a second set of Malasana squat, or if you want to play around, we're going to be taking crow pose today. Start by planting the hands on the ground, fingertips spread wide. You'll create a shelf with the triceps, so bending at the elbows, bring the knees in towards the triceps. Keep the heart reaching forward. Now this takes time and trusting yourself. Bringing the weight forward, maybe play around with lifting one toe, maybe both toes eventually. Now use your core, pull into center. Keep the gaze forward, press the earth away for 3, 2, 1. Release. We'll lower all the way down to seated position. And just take a moment, extend the legs forward. We'll move into a seated twist. Draw the right knee in. This is layer 1. Layer 2, cross it over. Layer 3, left heel comes in towards the right hip. Make sure both hips are heavy on the ground. Right fingertips to the base of the spine and then twist towards the right. On your inhale, find length. On your exhales, deepen. You can close the eyes. Maybe walk the chin a little further back. Gently release, counter twist over towards the left. Take one breath. Release. Unwind the legs. You can give them a little shake before the other side. Bring the left foot in. Layer 1. Layer 2, cross it over. Layer 3, right heel in towards the left hip. Sitting tall, left fingertips lightly behind you. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, twist towards your left. Keep the shoulders soft and the chest lifted. Maybe start to walk the gaze a little further back. Come back through center, counter twist towards the right, one breath. And then release. Unwind the legs, give them a little shake. We'll lower all the way down onto our backs, starting to slow our practice back down. We'll start with bridge, feet to the ground, hip width distance, heels in towards the glutes, arms down by the sides. Press into the feet, lift your hips up towards the sky. Pressing the earth away, activate the thighs and the glutes. You can stay here or shimmy the shoulders underneath, interlacing hands behind the low back. Release the hands and then slowly lower down one vertebrae at a time. Tailbone is last to touch. Draw the knees in. Give them a little squeeze and gently rock it out side to side. Keep your right knee in. Extend your left leg out. We'll come into supine twist. Take a breath in. On your exhale, draw the right knee across the body over towards the left. Right arm extends out at shoulder height. Either keep the gaze up or drop the chin to the right, completing the twist into the cervical spine. And just allowing a soft gaze or closed eyes for the remainder of class. Allowing yourself to turn inward, to really notice your own internal landscape. Gently return to center, hug the knees in, give them a squeeze to rebalance. Other side, left knee in, right leg extends out. Take a breath in. On your exhale, supine twist, draw it across. Left arm extends out. Option for the chin to fall towards the left. Gently wringing out the body, rejuvenating the spine, bringing out anything no longer serving you. A thought, a habit, a story, or some physical tension. Come back in through center. Give the knees one final squeeze. On your inhale, bring the forehead towards the knees. On your exhale, final Shavasana. Take up space. Get heavy. Allowing yourself to feel grounded and supported. Returning to an easy, natural breath. Allowing any thoughts, ideas, or plans simply to arise and then float on by. Giving yourself these last few moments to pause and refill. Stay here for as long as you need, or I'll guide you out when it's time. If you're ready to move on with your day, start to deepen your breath and bring small movements back into your body. When you're ready, arms overhead, take a full body stretch. And then taking your time, you can gently roll over to one side. And pressing yourselves up, we'll find a comfortable seated position. Sit tall, press the hands on the knees. Close your eyes or soften your gaze. Bringing the hands into heart center. We'll take one last collective breath. Start by emptying your lungs. Inhale, filling up. And open mouth exhale, let it all go. Gently bowing forward to seal our practice from my heart to yours. Namaste.